What's good, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing today? Glad to have you guys here today with us. We are doing gin and juice tonight, everybody. And we have a special guest today who is joining us, Low Down Dirty Shane. He is a content creator, streamer, photographer. He does it all, jack of all trades. Um, Welcome, Glow. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, so it's been a minute since we did gin and juice. I'm trying to bring it back, do it at least once or twice every month. We're gonna see how that goes moving forward. But yeah, tonight we're gonna be doing some interviewing. I'm interviewing Lowdown Dirty Shane again. We're gonna be playing some games, asking some questions. Make sure you go get a drink. I'm gonna be sipping on some John Waltons. We got some rum up in here, rum up in the house. My nice little glass too. I gotta get some more of this stuff when I go back to the Bahamas because I'm running out. But yeah, y'all don't gotta have any alcoholic beverages or anything like that. You could drink juice, you could drink water. We ain't trying to push no drinks on anybody who don't want them. But if you do got a little, little sip, make sure you bring that stream. All right, baby. Get you a glass. All right. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Um, all right, yeah, Black History Month is done with. So without further ado, I haven't done this in a while. But yeah, let me bring out a little down dirty Shane. Shane, welcome, brother.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get you in. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
You did a fine job of introducing me, sir. Hi, everybody. My name is Lowdown Dirty Shane. I'm not a content creator. I'm not. I'm kidding. I am. I stream. I do photography. I used to do DJing. I've done it all, as BrothaGenesis literally said. Um, I do have a 9 to 5. I'm a government contractor. I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of photography. No videography. Don't ever ask me to do videography. It's a different skill set, and I have different equipment for that. But photos, I got you. Okay, I help people. I help businesses. I do all of that stuff. Like legit. So, and I know my stuff about photo law. So if you ever got questions, come to me.
Hey, thanks for coming by, bro.
Thank you for having me, bro. Of course, anytime.
I've been meaning to do this for a minute. I wanted to have a guest, and I was like, who would be somebody to have by? You said, know what who would have? Low down dirty shame.
No one to see. You know why, right? Because we had that good time. We had that one night.
Yes, we had that night at TwitchCon.
Shh, don't tell the people. Shh.
Oh no, shit. It's all secret. I mean, hey,
Happens in Vegas. In Vegas.
got you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this glass up. Have my first sip.
What you drinking?
Drinking some rum, baby. Some rum.
Rum. Who's rum?
Yeah, John Waltons.
Oh, John. Okay. See how we got the finest of Uncle Nearest over here.
Oh, okay. Nearest.
Whiskey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some whiskey cubes, so that your water doesn't water down. Your ice doesn't water down your drink.
Yeah, you got ice. I got mine, so I gotta get mine. I wanted to have mine cold, but I didn't have no time.
Oh man, you ain't got no whiskey cubes. Oh,
I got no whiskey cubes, bro. I gotta get up on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the questions. We're gonna be doing streamers on streamers right now, everybody. So we're gonna have some, questions asked, and then we'll be moving on to 2 other segments. We're gonna do this or that, and then we're gonna be doing name that flick. So first question would be, what motivates you to pursue a career in streaming or content creation?
I'm not gonna say a career in streaming. There's so many other dope people out there that really are trying to make this like a thing. For me, streaming is just like, I'm gonna play games anyway, so I might as well hit the button. And then after that, I picked it up, and it's just been fun ever since. And it's still just fun for me. Like, I don't really count it as a career, but content creation, photography, I will say, like, my drive and my passion for that, like, it's just art. Like, I come from a pretty deep family of artists.
Right.
My father paints. My father, he does charcoal work. I have a cousin that does photography, but mostly he does like animations and drawings. So he did all of my emotes.
Okay.
He's an inspiration for me. My uncle is a photographer. He taught me a lot of good, cool things. One of my best friends from college, he's the one that really got me started in like doing wedding photography. So he's my business partner in that. We've been, doing the business strong now for like 12 years. I want to
Mm,
say this year 12. So, thankful and blessed on that end. But photography, man, it's just like I can I can't draw, I can trace, like I have a very steady hand,
right.
but like bringing my imagination to life has always been like one of the hardest things. So photography at least allows me to get close, get close. I've always loved music, I've always loved art. I've just been, I've always dabbled in whatever my current passion is for whatever type of art that I can pursue. So that's my
Yep.
drive.
That's what I'm talking about. It's great that you have your that you found your place in the realm of art and being photography. Me myself, I cannot draw. I did drawing class, I did paint, and like I'm okay. I'm alright. I can do a good stick figure, but but I did take photography a little bit. We did like black and white. We had like a black and white camera, so I really did kind of enjoy that a little bit. But it's just something I dabbled in when I was in college. But yeah, photography is definitely a plus. Like I like it because you capture so much that you can say in one picture, you know?
Exactly, exactly. And for me, it's like, photos. I tell people all day, like I can pitch you photos over video any day of the week because especially like when it's like something personal.
Right.
Like photos are just a little bit more personal than videos because photos you can touch, you can feel, you can get them printed, you can put them on a wall. Videos you have to like sit down and like dedicate, a little bit of time to. A photo, like you can walk past a photo every day and it can be subconscious to you, but that subconscious feeling, that subconscious art, that subconscious memory is always there when you pass it. So like for me, like, photography is never going to go anywhere. It's always my thing.
That's
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying?
about. So what has been a highlight you would say in um you doing streaming? Like what would you say would be your highest like a good moment for you?
Easy, easy, easy. Last year at TwitchCon, bro. That was probably like the highlight ever. Like I never thought, I really kind of just started streaming in 2020, when a lot of people did.
Right.
But just being able to one, just go to TwitchCon was cool. But two, like having my own panel and like being able to speak on something that like I've been doing like for like I said, 10 plus years of my life, in lighting. Lighting is very important whether you're doing video or photos. So I already have like a lot of lighting equipment here anyway. So I was like, the switch over was perfect. Um, but just like being able to share that gift with people at TwitchCon. And then once I got home from that, like people would pop in and be like, yo, I remember you. Do you remember me? And like I remember your panel. I remember what you said. Like, can you check out my stream? And just like building that relationship with those people was really dope. Like that was the highlight. Like I just like helping people. So,
Mm-hmm.
like as long the best way for me to help as many people as I could was to be put on the stage. And so I really want to, like thank Twitch for that.
It's definitely a plus, like being able to have that your knowledge with photography, that how you can apply that to this and then also help other people out who don't understand how lighting helps with how they look on camera, you know what I'm saying? Because with me, I really didn't know that much until like I got into acting, and then I started to see, oh well, that's what that does. Okay. um has your life changed much since you started streaming, or is it kind of just like, you know, whenever you can?
I would say, like I said, for me, I was always a gamer anyway. Like I was always gonna game. I've always been a gamer. I see someone in the chat that knows that I'm such a gamer. Um, talking right now, but like I spent a lot of time on video games, and I was already gonna play video games. So why not? Like one of my fraternity brothers, one day he sat me down and he was like, "Why not stream? Why not just hit a record button and go?" I was like,
Mm,
"Okay." And so, like there was that, but then once I started like actually following people, more people on Twitch and seeing the things that you could do with softwares like OBS and stuff, I kind of gravitated to that because, that's just another creative outlet. is putting together channel points and scenes and learning that type of stuff. I'm a big nerd when it comes to automations. So, like I tried to figure out how to automate a lot of stuff on my stream, so like I don't have to touch a single thing, but things just pop off and happen whenever they need to. But yeah, as far as like how my life has changed, it hasn't changed as much because, like I said, I'm already a gamer, and I was already going to play games. I was already going to. I'm already like a very personable person. I like making friends. I just don't like going out, so it's perfect for me.
Yeah. To kind of control that aspect of like, I could be outgoing and be around people, but in a different realm of like not being in the physical.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I personally, I treat Twitch like I'm old school, man. So I treat Twitch like like the bikes at someone's yard in a cul-de-sac or in the neighborhood, right?
Right.
So like, I know that people are over here playing games. What are they playing? Can I join in? Can I jump in? Type of deal. Or can I just like be a part of the chat and just like, vibe with the community of whomever I'm watching, right? Twitch has really become like my one of my main sources of entertainment. Like the people really entertain me. The communities that I found has been great. So I will say that like that has shifted me. Like I already didn't watch a lot of like sitcoms, television, and all that. Like, I don't watch a lot of shows. I might like watch a lot of YouTube, but for the most part, man, I'm just watching people live during the day, and even in the evenings, man.
Mm, I hear that. Who would you say has been the biggest influence on you in, like, I guess, the streaming stratosphere? Like,
In the
who,
streaming strategy,
yeah, like who really made an impact on you in the industry?
easily, Tatted Poodle. Tatted Poodle, man. She's become like a little sister to me, and but like she taught me so much, like as far as like the etiquette for Twitch. Like she's taught me about partnerships. Like she really is like trying to like she's making it out here as a content creator herself and doing it like that's her life. So
Yeah, she making
like
moves.
shout out to her. Yeah, man. Yeah, like she's a huge inspiration. She's two thumbs up for me, man. Like that's the homie. Shout out to her.
Shout out to
She's
Tatted
the one that
Poodle.
yeah, man. Shout out to her, man. Like she's the one that got me on the stage at TwitchCon. Like I wouldn't have thought to even do anything like that without her. So I definitely want to give her flowers, man.
Bad. Tatted is cool people, and she came a long way in the industry. I remember when first time meeting her at TwitchCon San Diego.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
what do you have like a ritual or kind of like any prep you do before you press the go live button? Because a lot of people have this where it's like they got something to eat, they have some form of routine that gets them primed to kind of push that go live button. A lot of people think it's like, oh, you just click it and it's just something like you could just do and just it's fine. Like no, like when you live, you already know how the feeling is. So what is your prep?
I will say that I have to like I actually listen to music, and I'm gonna say like up tempo music for at least 15 minutes beforehand, because like you gotta you can't just sit there and just play the game, right? Like you gotta have some type of energy. I might even watch the news and see what's out there, to
Mm,
talk about. It all depends on who I have in my chat at the time. Like some people like talking about current events, some people like talking about like like entertainment stuff like that. But some people
right,
like talking about finances and life, so it just depends on the conversation, how that goes. But me personally, I like to at least like have the high energy music going in my head, because that at least puts me in a space of being entertaining or having fun with other people. Because I will game without hitting, like without hitting the go live button. Like I've been doing that all week because of things, but it's just like I don't have to go live, but when I do go live, I gotta have my 15 minutes of get your mind right, get ready to talk, get ready to entertain people, and possibly even have people join your games and this, that, and the third. Like you have to, it is a show. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody that streams is doing a show, whether they want to admit it or not.
right,
And you just don't want to have a boring show.
absolutely, yeah. Like I had to really um put that into you know perspective when I started streaming because at first it was just press go live and just play the game and people show up. Like no, this is
Hmm.
way more complicated than that. It's like literally your TV show and your schedule sometimes is key to who shows up and whatever like that. Because like I'm watching The Walking Dead right now. Those who survive or those who live. So I know that's coming out on Sunday. So boom, they're gonna get me there on Sunday or whenever I can catch them.
Right,
Definitely.
right, right. Yeah,
Um,
schedules is big too, man.
it is. I'm trying. I'm
It's
trying to
something I
get.
don't
I'm trying to
have,
get
but
that
it's
together.
right, right, right. Hey, man, when you got a life, when you got
Yeah.
and kids and wife and house, you got to take care of that first.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
Life be life in
schedules
us.
is big.
Um, I would say. Mm, mm, mm. What is something about you that might surprise people to learn about you? Like a
Mm.
talent, or it could be anything.
Okay, so I was trying to stream this. I was trying to figure out ways to stream this, but every Wednesday, since I want to say the last week of December, or like maybe like December, like this past December, I've been trying to get back into bowling, and I say get back into bowling because I am a two-time state champion in the state of Virginia.
Hey, that's what I'm
So
talking about.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like people don't really like know that I'm like a bowler, and I be doing that. So like bowling is my thing. Like you said earlier, man, I do a little bit of everything: bowling, DJing, um, coding, like a
Jack,
lot of stuff on the side, man.
Jack of all trades. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, Jack of all trades right here. Um,
Mhm.
what do you do to stay motivated and inspire you, and how do you avoid burnout? Because a lot of people, some people are in this for a hobby. Some people are in
Mhm.
it because they want to grind for a career. But then, some people are just like, oh, I'm going to do a 24-hour marathon and I'm going to do a 12-hour. And it's just like, you pile that on. Some people burn
Right.
themselves out. So how do you avoid burnout?
Um, well, hold on. First off, I think you see somebody said that my voice is lower than yours.
Got you.
Or is it no?
Let me see. Let's correct
Mic check.
that.
Maybe the 1, 2, 3.
Is that better?
Is that better? In any event, I'll go ahead and answer your question.
All right.
So like to avoid burnout, just take breaks. Like that's with anything in life. Like you can't let um you can't let whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's photography, streaming, work, kids, life, like you can't let those things wear on you. Like no one's gonna love you in this world like you love yourself. And
Right.
so you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first before you do anything. So, like the one way, like rest, chill, like literally take care of yourself. Me personally, I've never done more than like 12 hours in a stream. And even if I do a 12-hour stream, it's not something that I plan. Like I'm just
Mhm.
sitting here vibing, playing games. A lot of the times I'm like editing photos in between like a match. Like if I'm playing a game where it's like, you got to wait for a little bit for a round. Like people can't tell, but like I'm on my other computer, editing photos. But yeah, man, you just got to take breaks. You gotta relax. You got to find time for yourself. Um, yeah, yeah. That's the best advice I can give to anybody.
Bad.
Love yourself
That's definitely key. That's definitely key. You gotta take care of yourself and you gotta love yourself too.
and
Is
loving is
the
the
audio
feeling.
better, bub, or let me know? Um, mm, what advice would you give new streamers who are just starting out? And what is something you wish you knew when you started?
Mm. Uh, for new streamers just starting out, one, have fun. Period. Because if you're not having fun, if you're playing, like if you're stuck on a game and people are there to see you play this one particular game, but you're no longer having fun with it, switch games. Have fun. Like yes, do it. Like to entertain other people, and like if you're trying to gain a following, cool. But at the same time, have fun and don't get discouraged. Don't stress yourself out about numbers. I feel like that should be a thing for any and everyone, like not just new streamers. Um, and also just don't worry about overlays and video. The only thing you should really worry about at all if you're just starting out is just audio. Just audio. Just invest in a decent mic and learn a little bit of what you need as far as like gains and limiters and de-essers and those things of the sort. And time will come. Like you're everything else will show up. You don't need the most elaborate setups in order to be a successful streamer. Um, and then also, diversify yourself. Put yourself out there in multiple areas. Um,
Yeah,
use Instagram, use TikTok, use all the things. Use the new use anytime Twitch has a new feature coming out, like any other social media app, anytime any social media app, Twitch included, has a new feature, use it. Use it to the most as many times as you can. Use it. Use all the features like stories. Use them. Social media apps. Look at that. Like who's using what and how do we push it?
definitely. Um, how would you say you deal with criticism from fans, trolls, and social media? Because one of the biggest things that a lot of content creators and streamers face is, one, we put our stuff out there, and what
Hmm.
happens a lot is you have people who do support you genuinely and want to see you do more and push out more content, and then we have the backlash of having those people who don't not don't want to see us, but they always want to criticize and belittle other people's content, and a
Hmm.
lot of people get discouraged sometimes. So what are some things you do to kind of counteract that or overcome it?
You, you block it out. You just keep pushing, keep doing what you want to do. I got to go back to my streaming mentor, Tatted Poodle. She said that she told me, she was like, "Well, if you put it on the internet, you're making it open for critiques and criticism and trolls and whatever. So like, if you put it on the internet, then it's open season on that. And so like saying that is just you have to know that it's going to come regardless. You got to roll with the punches sometimes. Like there are kids out there, there are grown people out there that just troll videos, especially like in the first person shooter community.
Right.
Like, oh my god, your aim is so trash. Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, but I made the clip. I'm happy with the
Right.
clip. I don't make the clip for you. I made the Me personally, I've always made clips. Like this is years before I got this my PC.
Right.
And I was just playing on Xbox. Like I would just make clips so I can watch them back myself. You know, or like if it was a funny moment, of course, share it with some people. But at the same time, it's like I had so many clips on my Xbox that I was just like my hard drive was full, and so I would just take the clips off of there, put them on social media, not for other people to see, but so that I could go back and revisit them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and still to this day, everything that I put on social media is mostly to make me laugh. It's times with friends, it's memories with friends that I'm creating. I'm not creating content for me personally. I'm not creating content for businesses and ads or anything like that yet. Now, shout out to any businesses that might be listening or watch this. Uh, I will work with you. But right now, man, it's all for fun. It's just me being me. It's me having a good time with friends. Point blank. Period. And
I
that's
think
all. It's the only person that matters is you.
absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest keys. That's a gem to take away from this, everybody. And I like that Shane has pointed that out. Like fun is the key aspect I see in doing content creation and streaming. We want to do something we enjoy and have fun with so it doesn't feel like work, but then, it being monetized or making a career and being to make a living out of it is also rewarding in a way where we get enjoy it. But
Yes.
some of us are really hard on ourselves. I know I am sometimes, especially with so many things I juggle. Whereas
Hmm.
I got to remind myself like, hey, I fell in love with doing this. I'm my streaming anniversary is coming up in 6 years, like in 2 weeks from now. So I've been doing this, and I'm like, dang, like I really like doing this because this is not something you invest time in that you don't love.
Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. I think and I'll share with the people. Earlier this week, you and I were talking, and I remember I told you that if you wait until something is perfect to put out, it's already too late.
Absolutely.
So like if you have an idea, if you have something out there that you want the people to see, don't like try and perfect it. Like get it out there. And then like especially with today's content creation platforms, like a lot of times you can just like you can put raw videos out there and then chop them up into shorts and reels or whatever and share them on social media that way. But like you can keep your long form content pretty raw. People can come in and they can watch it as they see fit. But you know, like your ideal thing to do with content creation is to make your 15 to 10 second clips so that you can grab those attention. Like you can grab that attention, you can grab those new eyes and bring them over to your long form content, to your live content. That's the best way to do it.
Fact, that's what I'm talking about. Get these gems, people. I'm telling you, Shane's out here putting them out.
Oh, no.
All right. So we're gonna come back to the questions on streamers, but right now we're gonna switch to the new segment.
Oh,
New segment is going to be